Hello, everybody, hopping in. Hey, my cuz Puff's in the house. And SJS007. Hey, how y'all doing? I've been on Twitter this afternoon, whatever time it is, because sparked a bit of a conversation about I don't particularly like buying sneakers. So I recently got some. I literally buy sneakers every couple of years because I think sneakers are overpriced for me. So, and then I think most of them are ridiculously styled. Too much just crap on them and stuff. I don't need all that. I'm over 40. I don't need my shoes to look like what most of them look like. Hey, what's up, Mr. Helm? And so I finally got some, and it's been a interesting point of discussion over on Twitter. And somebody was like, well, why didn't you share a picture of your new shoes? And me, I'm not like that. But I did figure I could turn it into a bit of a little photo shoot real quick. So that's what I'm going to do. So here are my sneakers down here on the floor. Let me see. That's my new sneakers. And what I've done is I went to the coffee table here, and then I grabbed some black plexiglass right here. And then I went and got a C-stand to put that over there like that. Got this grip arm on my C-stand. And this right here, I just grabbed this when we started the live. Just a little bit of clamp. And then I got my tripod right there on the floor. That's some dog toys and crap. Just whatever. But I'm going to put my camera on this tripod and shoot right there. And I'll have this sneaker right here. I'll have this sneaker. But I figured I'd do it over this black plexiglass so you can get that reflection down there in the bottom. But I don't want that background. So that's why I got that C-stand and then have this grip arm going across so I can take this background. Just some simple background paper. It's black. I will put it on the C-stand. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, I got it. So we got that on the C-stand. Interesting trying to do this stuff one-handed. So I'm going to pull that paper down. Wind that paper down like that. But you can't wind it too far. So that's why I got to get that clamp. So I'm going to grab this clamp. Take this clamp. Put it right there on the paper. So it doesn't roll down anymore. So now I have the platform and I have a background. So I can push this over here a little bit closer like that. Something like that, right? And what I'll do is I don't have to set up any lights because I got this big ass window that's got plenty of light coming through. And I can just sort of put the shoe in here like that. And you still get a little bit of the reflection on the bottom, just sort of work with it. And of course, I'll Photoshop out whatever I use to hold the shoe in place because I don't want to put it down like that. Even though putting it down like that is pretty cool because you still get that reflection there. But I think going with it suspended in the air would be a little bit cooler look. Suspended at an angle, something like that. So I'm gonna try to work with that. And I figured, you know what? People have been asking about it on Twitter. Why not make this something possibly useful and fun and do it live? So that's the plan. And yes, they are comfortable, Puff. They are. But man, I hate buying sneakers. They cost too daggone much. I got a big foot. And then they don't make, most of the shoes are too too wide. Nike is always narrow enough for me, so you hardly ever see me wear anything beyond Nike because they're the only ones that make it narrow enough. Okay, so now I gotta go back upstairs and get the camera. I think I'm gonna get the 85 mil or the 50 mil. So let's go grab the camera. Hey, tell everybody to come watch this live stream. All right, so we got Canon. I think this is the 50. Yeah, it's the 50 85. Yeah, I do slides every now and then, or flip-flops or whatever, every now and then. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. Hey, Miss Stampine's in the house. So I got this one and this one. My original gut tells me 50 millimeters will be fine. So let's try the 50. First off. So we're gonna put that 50 mil on there. I'm assuming I got an SD card in here because the door is closed. Yep, I do. My little rule of thumb is if I take an SD card out, always keep that open, never close it. Because if I go to pick it up, put it in my backpack, and that door is open, that tells me you need to put an SD card in it. So, got one in there. Let's see. I can't do this one-handed, so y'all gonna have to hold on a second. You know, it's never a cool factor with me. You could clearly tell that. All right. But like I said, I think I want to get a suspension shot. You know, so, but this is the shoe. Simple, right? Very simple. I got to figure out a way to suspend it. I could just use a timer and hold it on a little rod or something myself. So that's probably what I'll do. So let's go find a rod or something. I was going to shoot in here in the garage because I got a nice little setup out here to do product shots. I got this backdrop, white backdrop, table, whatever, and then good backlight from the sun. But I wanted to use that living room window because it's a bigger light and it's a little bit more flattering. So now I just need to find some sort of rod or something, and y'all get a look at our interesting garage with all of its stuff in it. Let's see, there's probably something over here. Another light stand. Another light stand will work, right? The contemplative photography. Hello to you. Thanks for coming in. We're going to go out of the garage now and back into the house. Close the door behind me. Thank you, Shalon. We are very fortunate to be able to rent this place. It's an unbelievable house that, quite frankly, I wouldn't have been able to afford myself. And somebody's coming into the house. Here comes Queen Pruitt right there walking into the house. Say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
All right, so now we're back. And I'm thinking I could do like a suspension, you know, just sort of stick this down in the shoe like that. Of course, get rid of this tape that's on there. I didn't realize there was tape all over this thing. But stick the shoe on there like that. And just sort of hold it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get into Photoshop, I can take all the stuff out that doesn't need to be there. But that way it'll just look like it's floating. Dig it? But I'm thinking 50 millimeter will be fine. ISO 100. Shutter speed does not have to be that fast. Probably 1/60th would do it. F4. Why not F? Let's see. We'll try I'll try F8 to start. That seems to be a good starting point most of the time. And then I'll push this up to like... No. Yeah, I definitely need to go at a different angle because my foot's so daggum big. It's going to be interesting trying to figure this out. What if I went... Yeah, I don't want to go F2A because it'll be too fuzzy. I'll start around F4. Set that shutter at about 1/80th. Bump that up. It's there. I could go get a flash, but I don't want to drag a flash down here just yet. That's not bad. So we got the decent length, but I think my camera is a little bit too tall. So what I'm going to do is lower my tripod. Basically, all I did was took the legs and spread them out some more. All right, so that's where we are. Whoop, didn't mean to take that. I'm literally sitting on the floor now with this thing. This is the kind of stuff anybody can do. You don't need a fancy table. Let's get a nice tripod. Get you some decent light. Good old natural sunlight right there. Line up your shot. Do the thing. Okay. All right, so now let's figure out the suspension part. So I'm gonna move this a little closer. I'm gonna move this a little closer. Like so, not too much. There we go. So that's a little closer. Check the frame. Okay, good. So I'll go ahead and put on my timer. Let's see. Okay, so the timer is set. And move this stuff out of the way. All of that out of the way. Yep, you could just put it up on blocks, Mr. Helm. My only concern is I still want that reflection that's showing. So it would have to be a narrow block. So we'll do something like that angle there and still be able to get reflection down there in the glass. At least that's my theory, but we won't know until we click the shutter. Raise this up just a little bit. Lining it up a little bit more. You know what? I could probably just do portrait mode too. So let's do that. Let's take it to portrait mode. Set focus right about there. And I think that's going to work. I wish my screen flipped up the other way. So that's it there. Yeah, I think it's going to work. Right about there. Okay, I got it. Let me just mark my focus. Lock in focus right there. Turn that off. Yep, you're correct, Leo. This is literally talking about it on Twitter, and 10 minutes later I said, well, shoot, I might as well just give it a try. Put that in there. Lined up. Checking focus. good. Hitting the shutter. One more. Shutter. Okay, let's take a look. Let's bring y'all over here to take a look. Hey, Yolanda's here. So let's look at this thing. Trial and error. Yeah, that's working. I like the biscuit, really. Move, dude. I like this. I like the highlights on it right there. I don't see my reflection though. But that's probably because my angle is too low. Can y'all see that? I like it though. I like that highlight right there. So let's see. Let's raise it up just a touch so I can see more of the reflection down on the bottom side of it. So I'm going to sit this down for a second. Trial and error. Okay. All right, so I raise it up just a little bit. Might need to go out to 35. Yeah, we can try that. Let's see though. Let's switch it to the 50 real quick. Sitting the phone down so I could figure this framing out. So it was right about here last time. Get closer. Right about there. So now I'm gonna do focus. The problem is I got big feet, so it's not fitting in the frame very well. Backdrop in some like that. Actually, this looks good if you even touch the glass, so I'm trying to get it focused now. All right, I think I got it. So I'm touching it like that. I'm gonna give it a little less shutter speed, just a touch. Got my focus. All right, here goes. One more. Okay, let's see how this looks. Biscuits hanging out. There we go. And we got the reflection. Now looking on the phone, it looks like it's blown out, but it's not blown out. Those highlights look blown out looking at it on my screen, but it's not. If I hit the histogram here, hold on. See my histogram? It's a little dark. So let's try it again. I think we got it, y'all. Look at that. See, we got the reflection. All right, so let's do this again, but I'm gonna knock the ISO down just a touch and go from there. So let's do that. All right, take care, Leo. Good to see you. All right, so let's put the phone down again. We're gonna make an adjustment. Taking the ISO down just a touch. Good. And line it up. Whoops, I didn't want that to happen. So we'll put it down there, something like this again. Something along those lines. I just got to get it framed the way I want it. I think that works there. Now get it in focus. It's not easy getting focus. Let me see if autofocus will catch it. There we go. Autofocus got it. So we do it right about there. We got some reflection. All right, here goes. Let's do it again. Tilt it up a little bit more. One more time. And again. All right, so let's see how it looks. Oh, wow, the 207 has joined. Good to see you. Okay, let's see how this looks. Yeah, I like that. Flip the camera around so I can see it. I like that. Now, it's cut off a little bit because of the aspect ratio, but that looks good. It's nice and sharp. It's got the subtle reflection right there on the bottom. Yeah, I think that works. That's a different angle where it's slightly turned. And see, got all the details of the laces. And I could just Photoshop out that light stand. Yeah, MLS J1 has joined. Good to see you. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. That's a nice, quick-ish impromptu product photo shoot. Didn't use any lights. I used only the window light from right there. I grabbed a backdrop. That's a $10 piece of paper. You can get it at Michael's. It's basically bulletin board paper that teachers would use, but you can get that at Michael's or anywhere online, just bulletin board paper. And I got it on a C-stand. C-stands are not $10. They cost a little bit more, but they're so worth the investment. But I got it on a C-stand. I got a piece of black glass down there, tempered glass from a computer case. And yeah, just stuck the shoe over the top of it to give it a nice little reflection. And that's what we came out with. This is definitely going to need some post-processing, but I think it works. Good to see you. Thank you for watching.